All right, I've been thinking about something that I wanted to throw out there. I think that video games are becoming more expensive. Now, I'm not talking about new games with DLC and pay to win systems. I'm not talking about retro games that are constantly going up in price. What I'm talking about here are games that have been out for 6 to 8 months and used games. It occurred to me, I was with a friend at GameStop couple weeks ago, and we looked around and we said, let's pick something up. Let's find a couple interesting games. And we left the store really with nothing because all of the used games were pretty expensive. So I went online. I went to Amazon and eStarland and things like that, and I looked at a couple games that I wanted to pick up this summer. And I think, yeah, just generally they are more expensive than they've been even a year or a year and a half ago when the joke was, oh, something new came out, just wait 3 months and it'll be a bargain. So I want to give you some examples here. Let's go to Amazon. One of the games I was really waiting to pick up this summer was that Crash Bandicoot trilogy. See if that is here. Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation 4. And look at that, $43. I mean, this game has been out for a while. And actually, I guess this is the Prime version, so the one on Amazon is a little bit cheaper. Nonetheless, that's a lot of money for a game that I was waiting to hit that $20 price point. And I always looked at the $20 price point because I thought, that's where you can take a risk on something. It's only $20. You play it for a weekend. You could sell it on eBay for 15, and it's kind of like a rental if you don't like it, or you could find something really great. Now, another game that I was waiting on was a motorcycle game called TT Isle of Man. And yeah, so this is about $28, better than what it was. I wanted to get it for the Xbox One. I believe that's the better edition, $35. This is a terrible game. I mean, this is a Milestone game, and they are, I believe, an Italian developer that just buys up all the licenses to cool motorsports leagues and then puts out terrible games. So again, something for $20 that I would take a shot at. It's no better over at eBay. If you want to get this used, TT Isle of Man. And let's go to video games. Here's one for 20 plus shipping. So, maybe I'll pick that up, but these prices are through the roof. Someone wants 150, although that's the Japanese version. Even if let's just search. We go to video games here. Now let's just put in a price. We'll go $15 to $20. And take a look at the PlayStation 4 and games. What games are out there for that, magical $20 price? Well, NBA 2K18. And, that's not a game I'm interested in. Destiny 2. This is not bad. Horizon for 22. Battlefront. No one's going to buy that. Still $28 for Uncharted 4. Like, that should be a $20 game that you can take a shot at. So you have Tales of Berseria RPG. Prey at $20 is kind of interesting. I didn't even realize there was a new Dissidia game, but that would be something I'd look at for 20 or less. But I mean, if you remember back, certainly 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I mean, I remember going to GameStop, just going through their used section, and you could come away with 3 games for, $30. 3 games that maybe you wouldn't have picked up new, but that were interesting. And you'd find some hidden gems, as it were. The new Paradise game, still over the $20 mark. And it's something interesting, too, that we put in $20, and yet, they're still showing things that are 28, 32. Resident Evil Origins. I don't know what that is. I thought it was Resident Evil 4. Last Guardian, maybe. Not my game. God of War Remastered. So yeah, I'm not really seeing anything particularly interesting. We can go back to that price range and select Xbox One. Of course, generally there are not many Xbox One games. Maybe there's something different. I mean, this looks like shovelware, Fallout 4, Ghost Recon, not my thing, Minecraft. But interestingly, there's nothing. I mean, it used to be on Amazon. I could get games for $10, $15, and we're not really seeing anything at those price points. And even just to hammer it home, if we go to Steam, a lot of the sales on, decent stuff, not that great. Obviously, there's a million different Steam games. But, Fate, fighting game, Fate. Maybe this is an RPG. But, that's not a great discount. Games still around, like the featured games here, $20, $30, $25, $45. There's nothing that sort of takes your breath away and is like, oh God, this is something that I have to pick up. Steam to me was, if it was $5, I'd give it a shot, but nothing really around that price point. So I wonder, and you guys can let me know what your experiences are. Do you see this trend? Is it just that video games are sort of pushing into, price points that are higher generally? Let me know. I think personally, if you're an exploratory kind of gamer, and you like to wait on things, I think we're going to be waiting for much longer than we were, again, just a year ago.